How's it going? It's Ron Goodall from FightHype.com. I'm here with Mark Taffet. How's it going?
Oh, it's going great. Thrilled.
Big monumental fight, hometown fight.
Yeah.
You've done, I guess you and Claressa together as a team have done so much for the sport of boxing overall. How exciting is this fight to you and everyone?
You know, when I turned pro, when Claressa turned pro and I joined her, it was a great moment, and I knew we'd be making a lot of history together. And we make, every 6 months we sit down and we extend a plan for 2 years, and it's a rolling 2-year plan. And we always have history, goals, and achievements to reach for. And she's accomplished every one of them faster than I ever could have imagined. It's a great, great moment to announce this fight, and to know that Claressa on October 5th has an opportunity to become the fastest man or woman ever to win titles in 3 weight divisions. And by the way, she did it upside down. She went from 168 to 160 to 154. People who do it going up. She's just incredible. She is truly special. She's once in a lifetime, and that is why she's the game changer that's going to have a legacy that will live forever.
Now, the list that you gave of all the accomplishments that she has, is that something we may see in the Guinness World Record? Like, we're going to get her pictures in there and get everything?
Absolutely. I'll tell you where it'll be. It's going to be on her Boxing Hall of Fame plaque someday, because there is no doubt that the halls of Canastota will be open for her. And she'll have many other accomplishments and many other recognitions along the way. And she's earned them all. Look where she came from. I mean, the background, the area where she came from, the family situation she had to overcome, to get out and be safe and be of sound mind and body would be a tremendous accomplishment. To be a 2-time Olympic gold medal winner and then to go win professional fights like she's done, be the undisputed champion in just her 9th pro fight, and to be going for the 3rd weight division title in her 10th pro fight, fastest ever, it's not incredible. It's unfathomable. No one's done what she's done, and no one ever will. And that's why this is a special moment. Every fight with her is special, because once it's done, it's a moment in history recorded forever. And to be able to be there to see it, for me, very, very special.
Now, not looking past her opponent, you know, a lot of boxing pundits, experts, betting lines have her as the clear favorite entering this fight. At a certain point, it's where Claressa's so dominant in her accomplishments, it's kind of hard to find, well, I wouldn't say hard, but to find her rival in a sense.
Well, you know, there's history to make regardless of who the opponent is, and then there are accomplishments based on the opponents. Christina Hammer was clearly an opponent-based accomplishment. To fight a 24-0 world champion for 9 years and have the kind of performance that Claressa did against her, just incredible. I mean, it was awe-inspiring. And there are other fights like that. Cecilia Brækhus would be a fight like that. Fighting one of the women who's at the top of the MMA game would be a fight like that. And Claressa herself said that she wants to fight a man someday. You know, I don't know that that's something that will be in the cards or that I'll be around. But the fact that she says it tells you everything about her. It's hard to measure up to her. It's hard for anybody to get in the ring and measure up to Claressa's ability and Claressa's accomplishments. But also remember, look what Hannah Gabriels did. She threw a punch and knocked Claressa down. If somebody did it once, someone could do it again. And Claressa won't admit it, but I know in boxing anything can happen. And there are some really good, strong, tough fighters. There are some young fighters coming up the ranks. Claressa Shields is going to have some great challenges. There's a young woman named Savannah Marshall, who is the only woman ever to beat Claressa in the amateurs. And Claressa would love to avenge that defeat at the right day, you know, at the right time, under the right terms. But nonetheless, it's there to have. Claressa would do it tomorrow if Savannah would, but Savannah's got some business at 168 she wants to address first. So, you know, that's great, fine by us. But we have plenty of fights. As I told you, we always have a 2-year plan. I already know for the next 2 years who we'd like to line up and face. And we haven't let anybody down so far, including the history books. And we're going to do it for as long as Claressa wants to keep those gloves laced on.
Now, Mark, I have to give you a lot of credit, because a lot of fights that seemed like a fairy tale wasn't a fairy tale. And you were always part of that. You mentioned Amanda Nunes in there. And I know in some ways it seems like a myth, but it's really not, right? That Amanda Nunes and Claressa could maybe...
The reason I believe a fight like that could happen, whether it's with Amanda Nunes or someone else in another woman in the MMA arena, is because Claressa has said now that she's willing to train for a year to then also go do a fight in MMA.
Wow, really?
In the octagon or whatever other shaped, cage we need to fight in. Claressa has said that, so she'll do a home and home series with somebody and make the contractual commitment. That tells you that she's serious about it, and it also says we're not trying to snooker somebody, we're not trying to pull off a fast one. We're trying to take two people at the top of their game in two similar sports in the combat arena. They're very different in the rules they apply and very different in the skills they require, and we're willing to try one of each. And that's something that tells you a lot about Claressa Shields, because nobody's ever said anything like that, man or woman.